I think it's almost 60 days, and the ministerial names are yet to be out. However, in the brinks of the day yesterday, Tinubu declared state of emergency on food security, and also he is about to roll out 8,000 naira palliatives for the less privileged. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I think that's a welcome development, and that is what we've been clamoring for. Because an hungry citizen definitely will turn to a mad citizen,
Huh.
right? And once you settle the issue of food, you stabilize the brain of this youth, this generation of the youth we have now. Nevertheless, I still keep saying this generation of youth we have now,
Yes.
we are so as I made mention of this in one platform. That I said Buhari, the only truth, the only thing I saw in Buhari, the statement he made that I really concur to is the youth are lazy. If I'm not going to count myself out because I see some lacuna in myself too.
You're not a youth now.
I'm not a youth, but they will say, how about you? How about you? I'll still count myself. The lacuna we've created for a while, and we are just waking up from the slumber, right? This youth you are seeing, sir, the poison in them is more than the poison in, you know what I mean by the poison? There is no youth that can voice out truth from his mouth any longer because everybody is just about scamming each other as we are now. And I won't blame them because the successive leaders, the past leaders, they turn us to who we are. Some people will be telling me rice, how much is rice? When this thing, is it rice you came to this world to come and eat? Can't you be educated? Can't they educate us to the level where we can stand on our own instead of baby, table spawning us, right? All this education, all this majority or 80% of people you are seeing here, they are educated and they can get things done on their own.
But
They
Mr.
can
Kule,
create agenda.
you know that the 8,000 naira is a short term, it's an immediate measure
I know.
to caution the
I know.
So,
That's what
are you against it?
I'm not against it.
But there are so many
Our-
people.
our bread-
There are so many people.
Our bread is better than none.
So many people
Those,
feel this
those
way.
people that are against this, you should go and profile them.
Even
They
Atiku-
must be criminals.
Even Atiku said that this is a.
What has Atiku done for us throughout his time with Obasanjo? I'm bold to say this loud and clear. What has Atiku done for us? Instead of Atiku helping the masses, he was busy making more money, for themselves. We could hear of Alibotin case.
Yes.
We bring case likewise in America, in which Atiku was declared wanted in America there due to a senator he collided with a U.S. senator, a member of House of U.S. Parliament that was arrested and that was jailed because immediately our vice president left the shore of America. The CIA, the FBI, they busted the guy in apartment and they searched everywhere. They could not see anything until they opened his freezer and saw stack of dollars. So what are we saying? We are no more kids. Me, I'm not a kid. If others are kids, they don't know what is going on in this country. I have to tell you.
So Atiku has no moral
He
standard.
has no moral standard.
What about Obi?
Obi too has no moral standard because Obi was part of the federal system of government of this country.
Let me tell you something.
He
Some
served under Jonathan.
Most-
And the majority of the people that served under Jonathan were corrupt elements.
Mr. Kule,
They are
majority
heavily
of
corrupt.
Obi fans, obedient,
Yeah.
are crying foul that the 75 billion which the legislative arms have approved to caution the effect of subsidy on themselves. They are saying that it is wrong. But I want to ask you, don't we have Labour Party senators and House of Rep in that National Assembly?
That concur to that.
Why are they not speaking up?
I
Why
don't.
speak about that?
You see, all this, they are ragtag. I'll tell you, and I have to say that the people you are seeing that they are not well informed. So you don't take those kind of people serious because how many of them are well informed? Because they don't even know history of this country, how the whole problem of this country started. They don't even know. They just jump overnight and say, okay, we want to participate in the election this time around, and we have to follow our home person, and which was the problem of what Obi had, because they create a cloud that look as if Obi is like a sectional president. They were looking at Obi as a saint from heaven. They were looking at Obi as the only upright man in this Nigeria, And we keep telling them somebody that loves you will not save money. When you are hungry, it's just like you are in family. You have you have children at home, and your children are not okay, and you are saying you are saving money. Is it until they die that you start spending that money? No, let's bring out the reality.
Mr. Kule, you just said the word now. It simply means if Obi was the president, this money that Asiwaju wants to share, Obi will save it.
He will save it, oh. He will save it because he wants to make a name for himself. That is the only governor that save money. When you're saving money, there's erosion going on in your country, in your states. There's a lot of erosion. Go to Anambra today. The station Anambra, there was a news, the TV station that captured Anambra with, if you see, I mean, roads. Erosion is part of the state that they place on emergency during rainy season. So if you have done that and there's land for your people to plant, to farm, we won't be having all this problem. Because IPOB that is killing all around, if they are occupied, they have their ranch, they are into farming, they go into farming, or they are being occupied in other, facets of the, work. They won't be going around killing themselves because there's no work to do. That's why they're doing all that.
Lastly, Mr. Kule, we understand quite all right that we are practicing the three arms of government in Nigeria. Recently, just yesterday, the legislators approved 75 billion.
For themselves?
Yeah, for themselves. Could the president have gone against that? And what are the implications, even if he had?
See, as they are the watchdog of the legislature. I mean, the president. And you see, you don't just take decision that you know it will boomerang on you. As they are, those senators, they themselves, it's not the president that's supposed to cry loud. It's we citizens that's supposed to cry out loud that we cannot tolerate this.
But everybody is blaming the president for that.
It's not only president. That is the brain drain, the forming brain in majority of us as youth, or majority of the Nigerian citizens.
Should we say that the Nigerian citizens don't understand how democracy works?
They don't understand. That's what I'm saying. They need to go back to history, how Nigerian democracy came to be. Because when they brought in democracy for us back in the 1999, was it 1999 or 1998 or so, 99, yeah. They brought in military democracy for us. And military democracy doesn't want to know whether there's one civilian somewhere suffering, because they will tell you what they have gone through their military career isn't enough for masses to be strong enough. But we've never had that training. You could see all what we went through under President Obasanjo, that he said so far we can buy a bottle of Coke for so amount, we should be able to pay the new increment of the fuel. And what the government really help us, except the phone, phone they brought for us, a liter of fuel, and it started from that. It started from the advent of that democracy. All this the corruption started from the advent of the new democracy we're into. Because why? I will tell you, there's nothing like turnaround. I've never heard turnaround before until this government, democratic government, came in and said they are turning around our refinery. Under Abacha said that, which was the military, we had enough fuel. There was no time Nigeria was short of fuel, the fuel scarcity. So to me, I think the pilots of this country should be the masses. But the masses, they have lost out in the game because they've slept so much in the slumber. So anybody that comes here and start attacking the leaders, I will tell you, you can attack them to a limit. But what role yourself have you played? You are in a local government. You've never go to your local government here to demand for accountability from your councillor, from your local government chairman. You've never gone to state house, to state government, to ask for how much is how do you spend Lagos state money? Please, can I have the way our money is being spent? But because it's our money, it's commonwealth money, which is the commonwealth belongs to all the Nigeria. And what I'm saying now, the Nigerians youth, we don't know what we want, and we can never get what we want because we've not started to ask for what we want. So that's just the basic truth. It's not that you just come here and lamenting. You say, this one. When you are lamenting, you are not taking the right step of action to get what you want, you just lament, and it will frustrate you. You get hooked up, or you to frustrate you, that you go into what you don't need to go. And instead of you to apply it the right way, which is accountability, we need accountability, we need, then you now ended up on the street say you want to protest. Protest for what? Protest for what you failed to do. Protest for, and the problem with the youth can never even come with equity for now, because their hands are not clean. Likewise, they are confused. Youths are confused in this country. And when you talk of the corruption started from the masses, because it started from us. They picked all these leaders. They didn't manufacture all these leaders from any zone. They were part of us before. They appointed them as leader, right? And they say what you do from your own, from your own childhood is what you grow with.
Yes.
When you grow up.
Thank you, Mr. Kule.
Yeah,
I appreciate your time. All right. God bless you. Happy Friday, sir. Good afternoon, sir. So, National Assembly approves 819 billion for subsidy palliative projects. And the breakdown is this: 500 billion for the less privileged, wherein they will share 8,000 naira for every beneficiary who have their name on the NSR. 70 billion will go to the legislative house. 35 billion will go to the judiciary house. Now, I want to start from the legislative house and judiciary house. I want to start from the legislative arm and the judiciary house.
Yes.
Should the president have gone against that?
The resources of the state is not meant to be spent by executive alone.
No, the legislative are not executives.
Excuse me. We only the custodian of resources of the state is not only vested in the hands of executives. The duty is spread among the three tiers of the government.
Certainly.
The legislative has to give a nod, must give approval for it to be expended.
Yes.
And in the execution of it, if there are infractions, the judiciary has to take charge and bring the perpetrators to book. So we should not be thinking that the executive have the sole custodianship of management of the resources of the state. No, both have a stake, a part to play in the resources. And it's just that we are not having democracy in Nigeria. We are having, a unitary system of government. Otherwise, each arm of the government is an independent arm of the government. They are expected to be autonomous on their own, independent. After there is separation of power, and there are checks and balances. The judiciary is supposed to prepare its budget and pass to the House of the Parliament for approval. Yes, in developed countries, the executive, the program for the state will also do the same, and the national assembly will do the same. And because we are having a fused system of government, which each arm of government is not clearly demarcated from each other, or not properly separated from each other. That's why you have the executive lording itself over the rest arm of the government. The legislature will pass a resolution. It's going to be implemented by the executive. They say it's not binding on them. Where is that done in the world? Judiciary will pronounce the judgment. Executive will not obey it. Where is that done in the whole world? And because we have a fused, militarized system of government, executives have been domineering over the rest arm of the government. So that's what happens. So in the case of resources, executives have a statutory part of a role to play in it. Like I said, any infraction on it, on the execution of it, the adjudication on it, and whoever is found guilty is sent to whoever is due for him. Legislative has a role to play. Go through it, vetting it, see where loophole is, or her, and block it, and pass according to their according to standard, according to how they feel it is best, not according to how executive wanted it. No. Otherwise, there shouldn't be any need for legislative now. In ministry government, the only arm that is missing is legislative. Executive is there, the ministry government, the judiciary is still there. The only place that confer legitimacy of democracy is the legislative arm of government, who scrutinizes, who punishes the executive if they are misbehaving, who scrutinizes. So, how far the resources of the state is concerned, both have a stake in it. And if the executive, like what we are talking about, you can see the president submitted 500 billion to the house. Now, executive broke it down into how it should be spent. Executive will get it for road repairing. Federal capital authority, this is for you. Family who are poor, this is for you. Road construction. That's how legislation should do. They must not be at the wings and caprices of the executive. You have 400 billion want to pay for palliative. Also, okay. Even if the executive have even submitted the breakdown, they still have the power to alter it and take out with it and pass according to how best they think it will serve the interest of the nation. So, for the what the legislature did, my own understanding and support, they are on the right track.
You mean the 75 billion that they are also demanding for?
Of course, I've told you now.
They have no issue. They have the right to ask for.
Of course, now they are representing the constituency now.
But the general masses are against it.
That's do you follow general masses, or you go by your own understanding and conviction?
No,
I'm going by my own conviction and understanding. Okay. I'm not going by general masses.
Because the democracy is for the people, governed by the people.
Hello, of which I'm one of them, of the people. Of which I'm one of the people. And I'm stating my own understanding and the position and support of the matter. Anybody have is entitled to his own opinion. That's my own opinion and understanding of it. The constituency each of them are coming from, they are people.
Yes.
They must respond to. So they must also take chunk off of the resources and to meet the needs of the constituencies. So it's not entirely the executive must. You see, we are the mentality that executive is the only one that must execute everything. It's wrong. It's not done. Executive is just only one person, president and vice. The rest are appointees. The representatives are constituents. The constituents of over 91 senators, if I'm correct. The House of Rep maybe.
House of Rep 300 and something.
Good. Compare with just only one.
100,
Yes, compare with just only one man and the vice of the executive. And these are people that are representing villages, towns, hamlets, and everything, cities, and in form of constituencies. And you're not telling me the resources of this. When it comes to the resources of the state, they should not have a share of it. I'm not saying for their personal purpose now, because I know what people are doing is that for their personal purpose. I'm not saying their own personal remuneration now. I'm talking about part of that resources for them to be in position of and use for the member of their constituency. I'm not talking about their personal remuneration. If people are talking of their own personal, that's a different topic. Those are exactly what to say. We are ministry over the whole constitution of the whole country. They have a part of the constitution of the whole country too. They are also representing. President represent the whole country. The whole country has been subdivided into little part of called constituency, central district, of which you have a representative of senator. No, representing us at different level. They also have a stake to come back to their constituency with something from the resources of the state and minister to their people too. That's my own understanding. That's my stand. So what the National Assembly has done, it's perfect. That's my own understanding of that.
Now, the 8,000 naira that the federal government intend to issue out to the people below the poverty line. What do you say about? What do you think about it? Don't you think it's an avenue for the presidency of Asiwaju to rocketeer once again?
Hello, sir. In every event, the good and the bad intention they work together. Good and bad work together. Yes, see, there's some level of knowledge you must have in life that you should negative and positive. Have you see any stamina that does not have negative? Electrical seminars. I'm a science student in secondary school. every terminal will have positive and negative,
That's true.
and there will be bad and good. There is God, there is Satan.
Yeah.
So if we are talking of the bad aspect of that, it's a topic to be discussed. Yes, it exists, but let us talk about the good aspect of it. In every sane economy, a responsible government subsidize critical sector of the production. So all this nonsense that's talking about the subsidy, it should not be subsidy, is nonsense. In every critical economy, there is subsidy being championed by the government of every state. In US, as American farmers are the richest in the world, but the government is still subsidizing agriculture for the city, for the production, for the producers, for the farmers. They provide seeds, they provide fertilizers, they provide money as loan, tractor, every facility you can think of to subsidize, to aid the farmers to so that they produce, so that when they produce, the cost of production will be very very less. I will watch documentaries on countries who are subsidizing different sectors of the economy. China, do you know the China Guangzhou industrial sector? China, the amount Chinese government provided to subsidize for gas supply for the company and electricity supply. That is, the electricity company produces electricity for those industries. Chinese government is paying percentage of the cost of the production of electricity in those industrial sector. Can you imagine that? And gas supply for those industrial sectors, and what the cost of it, Chinese producing is paying part of it, so that by the time the cost of production of those items will come out, it will be competitive. That's why you see Chinese products flooding everywhere in the whole world. So people don't know how this thing, they be making noise. Why is government? Because government is subsidizing, because people are flooding the subsidy, they are flooding the money into their private pocket. That's why we understand the value of subsidy. And what the one of Germany? I watch about 5 countries. Germany, do you know Germany is subsidizing electricity, gas production for their industrial sectors? Government make money available in their budget yearly. If Ajakuta like industrial area like we have or Ilupeju or by Ikejaode, the gas supply to those factories for production, the cost of it, if it's 10 naira, the government is paying about 3 naira, so that by the time the cost of production of their product will come out, it will be competitive in the market all over the world. That is what happened. So in our own case here, the so-called petroleum subsidy say they are giving to us, because this manipulation is being diverted into private pockets, we didn't get it. That's why we are complaining about it. Otherwise, subsidy is a good development, is a good thing every responsible government does for its production sector of every economy. Now, coming to your own question of 8,000 naira money they want to give to person. You know, US, is there anything called social security? Is there? Yes, it is.
Yes, there is.
What is it meant for? To cater for the lowest level of people. Not to make them lazy. It's not to say that whether I want to don't work, there's money for you to eat free. No. But they know that at some certain stages of life, they said there's no sky that you will see a blue part of it. No matter how a sky, family is whitish, look at it, these are blue part of it. There's no way a sky will be completely white without blue part of it. There are no situation whereby there's a situation that you may find yourself that it's very difficult for you to come out of it. At that lower level of that situation where you are, you need a support, you need somebody to lift you up. Your people, your neighbors may ignore you. What about the government of your state? They must be at a particular stage whereby they're able to be over here for you. At all for minimum just for minimum of a living, not for expenses now.
Yeah.
I just to be at least to be alive. If it's giving minimum of 3 square meter a day and little clothing and where you can just hide yourself, those are basic social security that every government must provide for its citizen. So if 8,000 is the minimum security government can provide for those people who are government can identify as the people of the lowest category in society, I'm not against it. But the issue is the issue is that because our scheme of our system has been fraudulent, it doesn't serve the purpose it's meant for. That's why you always have this negative intention.
Yes.
Social security is meant, I just told you about.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about what the developed countries are doing for this produce sector, subsidy. So we tell me if we are producing oil in this country and government is subsidizing for us, it's not bad. But because it's not coming to us, it's if people are diverting money to their private, that's why we are condemning it. So social security system in the form of 8,000 naira, if it's given to whoever government identify, I hope it goes to them anyway. I don't know. I pray I don't belong to that sector. But if they give it to me, good. If that's part of where
You don't belong to that sector. You don't belong.
if that's the way government to
You don't belong to that sector.
if that's the way government want to get a little share of national cake as they call it, no problem about it. But if government can identify some people that they consider of lowest level of at least glory to God, let them minister to them. Let it go to them. I watched a documentary. I watched a discussion on is it AIT this morning. Some people are saying, what would that money get them for? You know, 20 naira can sustain you for. It can save your life. Common 5 naira. At the time you're supposed to eat, if you don't have that common 5 naira, don't talk about 8,000 naira. You know, you can pass on.
Yes.
If the hunger is so much that it has, or just little drug of 500 naira. Abela said working his mother. Abela the multi-billionaire. He say little money kill his mother. They couldn't afford to buy the drug for his mother. And this is Abela now multi-billionaire before he died. How much would Abela's mother require if were to be alive when Abela was still alive? That means he's can spend billion. So little money expenses is important. Sometimes you may think, how much is it? But that little money, if you have it at that time, then that may be lost so easy. So if government can identify who are the so-called less privileged and there's a way of assisting them with reality, I'm not against it because after it's in developed countries too, there's social security system they give to that. Not even that kind of people who are just temporary out of job. And they must feed. What are they become social nuisance in society? If you don't give them, if you don't take care of them, they become social nuisance. Yes. You that have your jeep, now look at our listen to one of the suspect courts. Among this assassin wanted to kill Apostle Suleiman. He said that he was to kill him. Apostle Suleiman is not like people like now. Someone was going with a convoy that they could kill 3 policemen in this convoy. Is that a poor man? Yes, people are after his life. How many people who are vulnerable to this little thing that can take up their life and on just little amount of money, if you have it to save it, you save your life. So if government can do that and provided it gets to where the meant is, no problem. I'm not against it. But if it doesn't, well, they will answer to God. If the devices and pocketed it, those who is meant for, everybody will account. It's a matter of there's some knowledge I've come to in life now that nothing is silly. Whatever I do, he did it in custody. I mean, in store for a day of recording to come up with you. So that was that. So I wish Brother Tinubu do success in this. If he does that, if he goes to people he wants to, but if the advice I eat it, that's a cup of tea.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your comment. All right, thank you guys. Please subscribe to our channel and please leave your comment in the comment section. Thank you very much.